Hey everyone, it's Top 10 Scare Urban Legends here, and today we're talking about the top 10 most terrifying things caught on a GoPro. I'm your host Makayla, and let's get started. Starting off at number 10, train tunnel. Brian Garcia and his 3 friends were exploring a train track just north of Los Angeles when they decided to go through a train tunnel to get to the other side. While they were in the tunnel, they started to hear a train approaching and realized the train was coming through the tunnel behind them. They all started to run for their lives because if they didn't make it out of the tunnel, they would all be hit by the train. They all thankfully made it out and none of them were harmed. However, this is a pretty scary experience.
Train! Turn off your lights! Oh shit! Run! Oh shit! Oh! Run! Oh shit!
Brian uploaded the GoPro footage to his YouTube channel, to which his subscribers shared their opinion of how stupid they thought it was to go through the tunnel in the first place. Number 9, Poltergeist. A YouTuber by the name of Mellowbird says that his home is haunted and often sets up his GoPros around his home to capture something for proof. One night when he set up his GoPro in the kitchen on a rotator, he did in fact capture a moment. The video shows the oven door being opened, a pantry door opening, and a dining chair falling backwards. Whether this footage is real or not, it still gives off some very creepy vibes nonetheless. Number 8, sinking plane. A man was on a small plane with about 8 passengers total and decided he wanted to record the short flight. All of a sudden the plane lost power and they were forced to crash land in the ocean. The man managed to capture the moment from taking off to the moment that the plane was fully under and everyone was floating in the middle of the ocean. You can even hear the exact moment the alarm goes off saying like, hey, you're in trouble. The craziest part is that no one barely even talked, let alone screamed when everything was happening. I mean, I get the whole focus and remain calm, but everyone just seems insanely calm. Number 7, stuck in a cave. Cave exploring is fun for the crazy thrill seekers that are willing to do it, except when you get stuck in a cave and can't get out. Oh, and the worst part, what if the cave is quickly filling with water? Well, this is exactly what happened to this man. This man was a freaking cave explorer, but one day when he was in a cave exploring with some friends, he ended up getting his foot caught and was struggling to get free for several minutes. The part of the cave where he got stuck was also unfortunately filling with water. This was also, of course, all captured on the man's GoPro, to which he ended up handing to his friend so he could use both his hands to try and get free. Number 6, disappearing bikers. This footage was found on a GoPro that was sitting on the side of the highway. The footage shows 2 men just riding their motorcycles when after one turn, a man looks in his side mirror to see the other person on their bike, but when he can't see them, he pulls over to look and only sees the man's green bike driving by itself. Neither the man with the footage or the other were ever found, so no one knows what happened to them. Perhaps something supernatural, another dimension, time travel. Halfway at number 5, ghost. A man in Japan was making his way home from work on his bike when all of a sudden he almost fell off his bike after a figure appeared in front of him. The figure seems to take the shape of a woman who some people think could possibly have passed away there by a traffic accident. In the video captured by the GoPro on his helmet, you can see before the gray pole passes there was no one there, but then the figure just suddenly appears and when the man looks back there was no one there. Number 4, Alligator. This man was calmingly kayaking in some water nearby and all seemed fine and normal until an alligator came up, grabbed the nose of his kayak with its teeth and knocked it over. The man became submerged in water, unable to get out of his kayak and unable to see due to the swamp water. The alligator eventually let go and he was able to grab onto some branches that were half in the water, half out, and pull himself up. And he was thankfully unharmed, but I've gotta say this is definitely one scary experience. Number 3, skydiving. People crazy enough to ever go skydiving usually do what most people do, and that is strap a GoPro onto their helmet while skydiving for some cool footage, right? Well, when 2 planes, both full of people who were going skydiving, were flying close together so that the skydivers could all be in a formation, ended up crashing into each other, forcing everyone to jump out of the plane immediately. As everyone jumps, you can see multiple different frightening GoPro footage of the plane crashing into each other and bursting into flames. Fortunately, because they were skydiving, they all had parachutes on and no one suffered any serious injuries. Number 2, bear. This video was captured from a man's GoPro that was attached to his helmet while he was on a seemingly normal bike ride when all of a sudden he started to see a bear charge towards him. The man quickly bikes away trying to lose the bear, but he is not able to. He eventually comes to a tree branch that has blocked the path, so he has no choice but to ditch his bike and hide. The man hides behind a tree while the bear is seen just a few feet away looking around for him. Gunshots are then heard and the bear runs off. The man was unharmed, however, that doesn't change the fact that this is a very terrifying experience and this man is very lucky to be alive. Now coming in at our number 1 spot, great white. This footage was posted to the GoPro YouTube channel as a part of their awards category, and the footage shows a man scuba diving or even hunting in the ocean when all of a sudden, well, actually, I'll let you watch the footage first. Yeah, a great white came right beside this man while he was diving and then circled back around to go for the man again. As it is said, sharks typically don't go for humans because they don't prefer how we taste. This shark definitely looked like he wanted to take a bite out of that guy though. Either that or the shark just wanted a hug, but I'm not holding my breath on it. He was, however, fortunately not harmed, but this definitely looks like something straight out of a movie, The Shallows or Jaws, or any other terrifying shark movie. And that was the top 10 most terrifying things caught on a GoPro. Let us know what you thought about this video in the comments below, and let us know any video suggestions you have for the future, and we will see you next time.